So there you go. Back to your sex talk.
Acid wash jeans.
Yeah.
You seen somebody wear acid wash jeans?
No.
In 2012? Well, you did go to Baltimore.
Yeah. No, this was in no, not. Oh yeah, that is true. They will do
You
it.
did
in
go to
Baltimore.
Baltimore, so
they did do it in Baltimore. They will do it. I don't know if it's because they're in a state of drugs, but they do it. Well, getting back to what I was saying, because I can't get on, because acid wash.
Talk to me.
If you been told twice, it got to be 2 times, because once really don't count. Somebody might be trying to hurt your feelings. If you've been told twice prior to your current relationship that your sex is bad, you can't get mad because I cheat. How are you getting mad? It's just like not being able to cook and you get mad because I go eat at McDonald's. It's the same thing.
It sure is.
How you gonna get mad about that? If 2 people done told you prior that the sex is not good, you should have took a class. What you got with me?
Go to the store and get you some videos, baby.
Then you know you can add on stuff. Add on, take away.
Yeah.
So like Stevie J and use the toy.
That's what I'm saying. You can add on stuff.
Yeah.
There's places that you can go to help that out.
Yeah.
Or
they got all kind of stores around.
Or you should shower the person with all kinds of gifts.
That don't help either.
That ain't gonna help. They still gonna cheat. You're right.
Yeah, because I don't know of a gift unless it's a toy that you can give me that's gonna substitute.
I think it's some cases where cheating should be allowed. I think that's one.
Well, first of all, I don't think you should really be in a relationship if that's. I don't know how you got to being in a relationship if that's the problem.
That's where the nice guy come in. The one that say he can't get nobody. You got somebody. Because it wasn't because of that sex.
You just can't keep nobody.
Yeah.
They don't be able to keep nobody.
You know how you with somebody and they meet all the criterias, but damn, put it away.
Damn.
Stop.
That's that I pretend you like you sleep. Damn, he know I'm up.
Damn, he can hear me breathing.
I wasn't breathing right.
Oh, Lord, he can hear me breathing. My rhythm was off. Because trust me, man, women do talk about it. Y'all not the only one talk about bad sex. We do too. We talk about y'all. Now, we won't talk about y'all if we really like you.
At all.
No, we won't talk about you.
No, we won't talk about you.
No, we don't like you. We talking about you. We all at Lime.
What?
Because Lime. Y'all think Lime is a restaurant. It's not. Lime is a bar. Lime got the best damn drinks.
They do. They have some good margaritas.
Yeah, people go there for tacos. Don't go there for the. Have you been there for the drinks?
Lime was that?
Lord Jesus, we got.
It's a couple. Yeah, we got to take you out, baby. It's one on South Beach. It's one in Plantation. It's one in North Miami. Yeah, it's one in North Miami Beach next to FIU.
Yeah, you gotta put a pants in the
shirt.
You gotta put it on.
You gotta.
Yeah, but it's real casual. It's like a Mexican place.
You can probably go in that.
No, you can't.
Well, good.
Yeah. You just want to make them feel comfortable.
Yeah. I just want to make. Just so you know the invitation is out.
Yeah. We'll do that one day. But
yeah.
I'll dress up nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're all right.
A collar shirt.
Oh, well, if he gonna do all that, we might gotta take him to Santos.
We might.
Well,
no, I ain't going to Santos. Listen.
Is he still working there?
Let me. Oh, Wilson.
Did Wilson get fired?
He sure didn't. Wilson looks fantastic.
Wilson was busting tables. That's my scene.
Well, no, you got to go on Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Go see Wilson.
We got to go tomorrow.
I ain't gonna go see no damn Wilson.
Huh? No, you want to go see Wilson?
No. Wilson is who you want to see.
You want to see Wilson?
Oh yeah.
Wilson tears a drink up.
What?
Oh, okay. Well, Santos is to me. Santos is better because he I hope Santos don't look at the internet.
Oh no, we might not want to say that because he needs his job.
Yeah, cause
Wilson is such a great bartender.
Yeah, and Santos don't know how to make a drink. He just follow your directions. Whatever you say do, he does. And everything is $5. It's like no matter what you order, it's $5. Yeah, but Lime is really a bar. People think it's a Mexican restaurant because what's throwing you off is all the food. It ain't a restaurant. It is a bar.
Yeah, but we sure will talk about you.
Yeah, we will. We'll sit around, have our little margaritas, and talk about why the hell.
How am I gonna get out this shit?
How am I gonna get out? And I done already made the greens.
Yeah,
I done already
made these damn. How am I gonna get out of this?
Oh Lord, he just called and got me some pork chops. Oh God,
maybe he'll leave me alone if I don't.
What y'all think? Y'all think he gonna stalk me?
My thing is this though. If y'all, all right.
Cause you gotta be the voice of the man.
Right. Come on. Come on.
Help us out.
If it's bad the first time, do do y'all have faith that's gonna get better?
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is this, right? We'll try twice because some men they get a little excited the first.
They can't believe you're doing it.
Right? They can't believe they actually tricked your dumb ass into doing it. Right?
She fell for it.
Right? Oh, she got it.
Oh,
done.
Yeah.
Right.
So you gotta try twice.
So yeah.
But
So the second time.
Like that, I tell them sometimes I'm like, a female ain't gonna get mad if you do it fast, as long as you can do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Let me think about that.
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
Think about it. All right, so like you said, you getting benefited out the first time.
Right.
All right, so say like you could have had a long day. He could read a magazine or something before he went to your house or whatever. But if time number 1 is like a scratch,
right?
You know what I mean? If you do time number 2 good enough to really impress you, like would you really worry about time number 1?
No.
Exactly.
But I think it depends on where you at in life.
But we said we give you
Still gonna give you twice.
Twice.
We're gonna give you 2 chances.
Yeah, 2 chances.
That's what I'm saying. The benefit of that was the first time.
Yeah.
After the second time.
Listen. You only get that benefit once.
All right.
We only benefits adults once.
The second time you gotta perform.
Exactly.
You got to go hard.
Personally, I believe the first time is what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because
of course.
Because the first time dictate how you gonna relate to each other.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
The first time dictates how I'm going to ignore your call. Okay.
That's what they say. How you go?
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, she changed her number.
Your name changes.
Okay, that does make a difference.
Waste the damn time. It's now you're
mad too. What the hell?
You get very offended by that. Sometimes you get offended.
You know how much preparation we got to go through. Exactly. See, it's a money thing. Mm-hmm. We got to get hair done, pedicure, manicure, wax, chillax. We got to add on, take off. We got to make sure that you don't see this and see that. So we got to have the right outfit on. It's a lot of money involved.
Exactly. My mom, like my homeboy say, he's like, nobody does anything for a mistake. It didn't just happen that you went over there.
No, we already know.
And you was all smooth and man. She took a bath before you came.
Oh,
yeah, you're right. You're right.
And then And then if you are a curvy woman, you can't be walking up in Victoria. You got to go to Frederick's.
Yeah,
that's even more money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because they don't have your size.
They don't have your size. It ain't fitting you right. So that means you got to go to Frederick's of Hollywood. You done made me do this, and now this is what you all about.
Right.
I should rob you.
Now we really got to go to dinner because
you really better not close your eyes. Because Stephanie checking everything in the room. Now I got to rob you because I got to make my money back. What the money that I spent? Because you don't wasted my time.
Time is money.
And you knew what you was all about because 2 women prior before me done told you. Mm-hmm. And you knew this. So you could have just told me, listen, Stephanie, I don't know if I'm worth it, but don't do nothing extra. Just see if I'm okay for you.
Yeah.
Save me the time. I would appreciate it. Mm-hmm. So,
set real expectations.
You have to.
Yeah, set realistic expectations.
And that's communication.
But let me ask you a question. What really constitutes like bad sex for y'all? Because sometimes, sometimes people just come up short. They was born that way. They was born with like.
They come up short.
Yeah. Not me, but I'm just saying like some people.
I think it just depends on what.
You see, I'm very confused by things like that.
It's hard to tell the first time because you don't know what I like and I don't know what you like.
No, but I'm saying like, all right. Say you dated a guy.
Okay.
How long you been dating?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Because you know if you like him or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, say you dated a guy. He's cool. He's this. He's that. He's nice. Yeah. But he's just 5'1".
5'1".
Yeah, he's just 5'1".
I'm 5'7".
I'm just saying.
I'm 5'6.5".
What is he gonna do? Listen, if you reach my breast, we not having sex.
No. Matter of fact, you the midget that I wanted.
We might have to dress you up.
You wasn't here when I said I'm gonna get me a midget when I blow up.
You gonna get a midget?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one.
Mm-hmm.
For work
she
purposes.
Sure did.
That's not illegal.
So another homegirl told me.
No.
She dated a dude that was like
W2.
6'1". And she was like,
height don't mean nothing.
She was like, when they got down to it, she was like, dog. This is the first thing she told me. She was like, I wish I had his confidence. She said because
you better have confidence.
Because the way the man was, he was like 6 feet tall, maybe about like, I don't know, your pinky on a good day with nails.
Operation.
You know what I'm saying? And she was like, the man was just so confident in himself. He thought he did the damn thing.
You get operations for that. You can go. You can
So I'm saying, if you little, does that always equal bad sex?
But if you yes.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. I know that's right.
Yes. And so what you need to do is do what the ladies do. When they have small breasts, what do? Or they go get operation. When they have a flat booty, what do?
They get injections.
But dudes don't care. We'll turn you the other way.
Well, then you should be okay then. You should be okay never having sex. Cause we do it. We make this ourselves.
Yeah.
I seen a little girl that had no booty. Now she got a bigger. She went and got one. You gotta work on it. What you gotta do is you gotta go get an extra job. You gotta put your money to the side and go work on yourself.
Yeah.
Because everybody's not born with it. Sometimes you got some things you have to go buy. You gotta go buy one. You know they sell them.
Well, so size is the number one determinant of bad.
It ain't the number one, but it does help.
But it matters, and for people who say it doesn't, that's a lie.
Because you got to think about it. This is one way that men actually benefit. One way men, what's the word I want to use? They have a jump on us because when you see a woman, you visually can see what we have.
Right.
You visually can see whether we curvy, we not curvy, big and small. With us, we can't tell until we make that move.
Well, that's not true.
What you mean?
Because I've been told like dudes walk a certain way.
Well, that's true. But
that's
that's an extreme.
A lot of it's confidence too.
No, we still don't know until we do it.
That's an extreme occasion. So, if someone is extremely endowed, they have a different walk.
And it could be because they got their shoes on 2 sizes too small. You know that
so
happens too.
Either they're extremely endowed or they have prostate problems. It's one or the other.
Either or.
But yeah, no.
But
it matters. It certainly does.
They can already see. They can already see if visually they can see pretty much what we have.
Yeah.
But that's just visually. That's what turns you on. That don't mean you could actually figure. Cause some females they can't.
Well, you don't know how they're gonna perform. You don't know if they're just gonna lay there or not.
Tired.
But you still got a jump start on us.
Tap out.
Yeah, this is my favorite. Oh my God, I'm done. Okay, I'm good. And then you be like, hold up, man, what's going on?
So with that being said, how many times
that happen?
How many times do you have to go on a date before you ask somebody about, like, how often do you have sex? Da 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 da. Do you discuss those things before you in a sexual relationship, or do you jump into the water and hope that it's okay and
Actually,
then later?
I jump in the water, but I should really talk to people more about it. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody don't feel comfortable talking about it.
Yeah, everybody doesn't feel comfortable.
Because usually, like, alright, because I'm saying when you meet somebody, the attraction is there. Like, the tension is there, everything is there, and either you act on it or you don't. You see what I'm saying? So usually by the time you act on it, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? I call it to get to know your sex.
No, I got to know you before. They don't get to know you sex.
Yeah, there is, because just like how you said. Because, alright.
Get to know how your sex is, but I'm not just getting to know you.
No, not. I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about getting to know you. Because you know what I'm saying.
Questions you can ask.
You know what I'm talking about? Like first time, like because either the first time is great or it's awful. Usually it's no in between.
But
because as a man, you're not supposed to have okay sex the first time. You better go impress the shit out of this girl. Because if not, you ain't gonna be no second time.
Right.
This is for the guys. You know, there's probing questions. One of the questions is, do you have a stalker from your past? It's probing questions you can ask. Do you exercise on a regular? Do you sit home eating popcorn and bonbons watching TV? It's probing questions. When the last time somebody asked you out? When the last time you done brushed up against somebody? It's questions you can ask without asking sexual questions.
Nobody ever asked me that though, but last time brushed up.
Well, this is what you have to ask women.
Okay, let me get this.
Huh?
I want to hear this one.
No, these are things you gotta ask women.
Things she was saying.
Most times, you got a woman that the ex is still hanging around or wanting to get with them. She's the one.
Yeah.
They can't even get over it.
Yeah.
You gotta ask. You ask those questions.
Yeah, that's true.
You ask those questions. You gotta ask them what kind of lingerie you got. What kind of lingerie do you like?
Do you buy lingerie?
Do you buy lingerie? And she like, no, I don't buy lingerie. Or she like, cause you know what's the difference between Victoria's Secret girl, Frederick girl, and the Forbidden Store girl. Y'all know what the Forbidden Store is? Yeah, I know the thing. We know. Well, if you don't know, you don't need to know.
I know girls that go to Walmart, and I know girls that go to
that's the one you don't want to mess with.
Yeah.
The little Walmart girl.
Well,
she don't wash her clothes.
Because the bra don't never match the panties.
That's it. See? You learn it. See?
The bra don't never match the panties.
See? And something about that So you want to ask these questions, or do you get your stuff at Victoria's Secret? Do you go to Frederick? Do you go to the Forbidden Store?
What I found is a good thing, really, is if they get their nails done.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you find out?
What did you find out?
Usually,
they'll tell you.
Because they take care of themselves. Two things. Like, if you get your nails done, and if you drink a lot of water. If you drink a lot of water.
Okay, so I don't get my nails done, but I do drink a lot of water.
Right.
And the reason why I don't get my nails done because I clean a lot. I do most of the cleaning.
Yeah.
I do the cooking.
Yeah.
So getting my nails done is a waste of time.
Now my feet is something different.
I get my feet done.
Yeah, nails and feet and stuff like that means you pay attention to detail. And that's always a plus.
And you gotta ask her how often does she buy her underclothes.
I don't know. I figure most women supposed to have a bunch of underwear.
That's what you figure.
Yeah. I have a daughter. She got a bunch of panties. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, that baby.
Right, because you're raising someone.
You raise nobody.
Everybody hadn't been raised with a father.
And that would lead to another question. When she say, "Well, I buy them all the time. I like going here, or I don't wear no underclothes." Then you take it from there. You take it the way you take it.
Yeah.
You take it the way you take it. But it's probing questions.
I do ask them sometimes a lot. I had this conversation with a girl the other day. She was like, "I bathe at night." I'm like, "What do you mean bathe at night?"
She don't bathe in the morning?
That's her ass. She don't bathe in the morning?
So you just get up and go straight to work?
That's her ass.
Don't she sweat at night?
I said, but you have a thing. You gotta wash it out. Like,
you sure do?
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I use baby wipes."
Baby wipes?
You know what I'm saying?
You should have gave her some hand sanitizer.
I said it's the summertime in Florida. I don't care how you
need a couple times.
Yeah.
That tells you something.
You gotta watch.
You gotta.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you gotta
that stuff got to clean.
I'm gonna do it. I can get away with that. You know what I'm saying? But nah.
This is for the men. You gotta ask whether she got a tattoo or not. That makes a difference too. Whether she got 0 tattoos, 1 tattoo, or more than 1 tattoo.
Yeah, I always got tattoos. There always be some nigga name.
Let me tell you one thing. A woman that don't have no tattoos is not really open to change. This is my.
Because I don't have none.
This is my concept. I'm gonna tell you about men too. Ladies, I'm gonna get to the men in a minute. This really do works. Women that don't have any tattoo is not really open to change. Most time they old school. They like old school ways.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
You know,
because you know I don't have any tattoos, but because I don't like needles, and I don't think that there's anything for me that I want when I'm 75.
I think it goes.
That's for me.
I think it goes hand in hand. It's a way of thinking. You know what I mean? A woman that has a tattoo is open to change. A woman that has more than 1 tattoo, she's too open to change. A woman that got a tattoo on her neck, you need to leave her alone. That's a little bit too much.
That's poor decision making.
You need to leave that alone.
And where does she work?
And and as far as a man is concerned, a man with no earrings, old school, ain't open to change. A man with 1 earring is open to change. A man with too many earrings, you better check that brother out.
Well, I was raised that earrings on a man are gay.
So you don't have any
earrings.
See, you old school. Old school.
That's right. I don't believe you should be wearing no because I feel like this.
If you do it on people, you'll see that the thought process and what they have go hand in hand.
I see the 3-year-old boy the other day at some party with 2 earrings.
That's disgusting.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's disgusting.
I don't feel like my man should have on more jewelry than me.
Yeah, me neither.
I personally
I like a guy being a guy.
I like a man being a man.
I don't want
you. You like a chain and some bracelets.
I'm okay with that.
We go out.
I'm okay with that.
What do you mean?
No, but not on more than I have.
But not. You can't have more jewelry.
You can't have softer skin than
Yeah, you can't have more jewelry on than me.
When I'm rubbing down baby.
I mean, I don't wear a lot of jewelry, but
you got more than I got.
But if you have on more than what I got,
it's taking you longer to get dressed than me.
That's very concerning.
No, a guy need to be a guy.
Yeah.
A guy need to be. Listen, this is what a guy need to be doing. A guy need to be waiting till I turn my head so he can scratch his ass. That's what a man need to be doing. You don't do it in front of me because you know I'm gonna get on you, but you can't wait till I turn my head.
Mm-hmm.
Women ain't gonna do it whether you look or not look. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what a man is a man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I told my little brother, I said, listen, when you start dating, you ask her, where's your dad? If she says,
in jail,
I don't know him, you might want to come and talk to your mama. Because women with daddy issues, some women with daddy issues have man issues, and it translates into their relationships and how they look at men. Other women will take that as I'll never go for that type of man.
And when you say daddy issue, it doesn't have to per se be her father. It could be a man figure in her life that represents a father.
Right. Right.
I just don't like. I just don't. This is what I really don't care for. Now, me and my father don't have no relationship. Don't call me, and you know who you are. However, I grew up with a lot of strong men.
Right. That's important.
Right. I had 9 uncles and a grandfather. Right. Raised in the same neighborhood. Whatever. Very close to my grandfather. Very close to my uncles. Right. So my first idea of a man was always a strong man, a man that would take care of the family, because that's what I seen. I don't have this thing that I think men are dogs and men are this and men are that.
But because you had strong men,
especially black men. I love black men.
Me too.
And I think they go through a lot and they still stand strong.
Yeah.
I see some
women.
They get
such a bad rap.
They do, and they get it from us.
Yeah.
A lot of us give them this bad rap.
That's true.
Really?
I be trying to tell people.
That's true.
I even tell people all the time, man. I say, you see the old white people that treat you good, man, be happy for them. Cause let me tell you something. Before 1960, whatever, black people was the shit. So any old white dude that you see at your job or whatever, he's friendly to you or whatever, man, be happy. Cause chances are, when they growing up, black people was the shit. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not them that we.
It's not even them. And not only that, in the '60s, when you think about it, I feel like we were stronger as a people then than we are now.
Hell,
and because we're ashamed to be who we are.
We was getting sprayed with
water
hoses.
We were stronger as a people.
We couldn't live it, man.
No.
We had more
mentally,
pride.
we had 10 times more pride in ourselves. We were more inclined to be self-educated. If you think about it, so here's the thing. You always say a lot of people say adversity comes when you have less. Well, that's adversity, but you become stronger through adversity. And I feel like then we had, first of all, we were 10 times more unified. 10 times more in the 60s. So regardless of us being hosed down and where we lived and not having the ability to vote and everything, what I think for me at that point in the 60s, we didn't need the laws or anything else to validate us. Because at that point we knew we had worth. Now, as black people, a lot of us don't know our worth.
As much as we have moved forward, we have went backwards.
Absolutely.
It's just the same concept as you see kids that's raised up in a poor family. Them kids are thick as thieves because them kids are struggling to try to survive. Versus kids that are raised with money, most of the time they don't have nothing that's uniting them, so they're not really close. It's the same concept. Now, because we have came so far in so many ways, we have been pushed back in a lot of ways. We don't. It's almost like the spirit of us, what made us who we are, we're ashamed of that.
Right.
I disagree. I think the biggest thing that happened is that really through lack of education, black people in this country have been, I don't want to say robbed, but like
we were robbed a long time ago.
Not robbed, but like not given credit for our own achievements. Even now with Barack Obama, I don't think we celebrate that shit nearly as enough as we should.
We certainly don't.
When I tell you, back in 1960, whatever, black people wasn't shit. We wasn't shit.
What do you mean we wasn't? Wait a minute. What do you mean by we wasn't shit? Because we've always been.
You mean we wasn't? In other people's eyes, we wasn't worthy or worth?
Meaning we don't have the political power that we have now. We don't have the financial power that we don't have.
That's a lie.
We are the leaders in every industry that we get involved in. Every single one, from sports to politics to whatever, we get in and we take it over. But the problem is because of mass media, mass whatever, a lot of it's our own fault. We don't give ourselves enough credit. We're
moving away from who we are.
It's not even so much we move away from our, but we're part of mainstream America. But at the same time, we're not really recognizing our own achievements.
But that's the thing. That's the mentality. So this is exactly what I was talking about. So the mentality in the 60s was that we knew that we were worth more than what we felt they gave us worth. So now they give us a tool. So it's like, if you give me a fish, I'll eat. But if you teach me how to fish, I'll eat forever.
That's true.
So the thing is this: they just, here's your fish, here's your fish, here's your fish, and we've become so complacent with that, we've become so complacent with that.
I don't even think it's complacent. I think it's like if you raise a child, that got straight A's, and you never once told them they got straight A's, they don't even look at it. They don't even. That's how we are. We're like this culture of people that went and did all these amazing things, and no one even reflects upon it.
Because
and part of it, sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
Part of it is a failure by our civil rights leaders, because I feel like
a failure by our civil rights leaders.
Well, I feel like Jesse Jackson's full of shit. I feel like Al Sharpton's full of shit.
Well, I like Reverend Al. Wait a
You know
minute.
Wait
a minute.
I feel like
Wait a minute.
I feel like they're all full of shit.
Why though?
Because instead of taking the power that they had in the '60s, they used all of it for corporate gains. Al Sharpton and his
I like Al, the National Action Network.
And his national.
Well, I like Al.
You know what they do? They sue people. They bring they bring these charges again. They did it against Pepsi. They did it against either the airline or the auto worker. I gotta look at one. Some with an A, but it was either the airline workers or the auto workers. And they do these class action lawsuits about discrimination. All that happens to get rid of all of this is they donate to the Action Network. They donate to the network, and all of a sudden, Al Sharpton will rescind the charges. Al Sharpton will take all the stuff back. Jesse Jackson, another one. Y'all remember that clip of him calling Obama a half nigga?
I remember that.
Some shit that
horrible.
Shit that white people don't even say.
So listen,
but he the first
that
one.
Who don't even say?
White people don't even
what?
say.
Oh, no,
they don't say it.
Wait a minute.
They don't say it on TV.
What?
They don't say it on TV. This nigga said it on TV. On TV.
I do want you to realize you just said this N-word, said it on TV. Now what I want you to realize is you just said Al Sharp. It wasn't Al. Reverend Jackson called Obama a half, but you just called him an N.
Yeah, I say N in my regular language. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta buzz yourself.
I'll buzz myself all day. That's how I talk. That's how I call. But at the same time, this man called him some shit I wouldn't say, or things that most white people have at least the common courtesy not to say.
Okay.
He called the man like some crazy term, like a half nigga, some awful term.
Okay.
You know
and I remember that. But see, the thing is this.
He was the first one crying. You know what I'm saying?
I cried.
I mean, but
You said I cried.
What?
But
on 95.
But
yeah.
what I'm getting at is that these leaders that are supposed to be the champions of change for our generation, they have failed us.
So let me hold on.
Because of their own greed.
Hold on. Let me explain this to you, okay? So we don't have the same leaders. We don't have the same leaders that we had before.
We don't have any leaders now.
This is correct. But guess who's leading us now? Who do you think is leading? Who do you think is? Huh?
Money leading us. Money.
Not even money, because at the end of the day, it's great to see a couple of people on the Forbes list that look like us. That's right. Great. But at the end of the day, you talk about politics and things like that, which is a business. Politics is a business. Number one. Number two, Al Sharpton and Reverend Jackson or whoever. Think about the leaders that we had. They didn't have the power that the black leaders had in the 60s. They were assistants.
They were the black power leaders.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They were the assistants. So you have to know the black leaders that we had are deceased.
Yeah, they gone.
And if they're not deceased, they're in Cuba.
If you look
and if they're not in Cuba, they're exiled.
It was in the background.
So the black leaders that we had in the 60s, we no longer have them now. So and not only that, so there's a couple of things that happened to the black community. Number one, the crack epidemic.
That's horrible.
That's the CIA. That's just what it is. So that has nothing to do with the black leaders. So we have the crack epidemic, okay? So then we have urbanization, which happens, every 25 to 30 years? So we'll talk about D.C. D.C. used to be crack infested. U Street, for example.
U Street.
U Street, for example.
So much crack,
okay?
The rats got cracked.
Right.
The rats.
You couldn't walk down U Street. Now all of a sudden urbanization happens.
Now you can walk
so those
down,
houses that were once worth $10,000, $15,000, the black people who were living there, they can't live there. They can't afford to live there. Matter of fact, I bet you they can barely afford to park there.
Right.
Why? It's urbanization. It has, at the end of the day, it's the education, and those schools are probably better than the schools in Maryland. It's urbanization. So what happens is they take those little urban areas, and anytime those areas come down to the lowest, what do? They go in, they clean them out, they dress them up, and they bring up the property value. When you bring up the property value in a black area, what happens? We can no longer afford the taxes. And all of a sudden, you offer somebody $100,000 when their house is worth 15. They're gonna sell it. And guess what? That's the worst thing that they could do because those houses. Not only that, it's worth 10 times that. They're only gonna give you what 10 to 5% of what your house is actually worth. So what that is not only that, you're uprooting the family. So if you think about like, we're starting from a place where the foundation of us should be the black family.
But that's
period.
what I was gonna say. But it's not.
It's not. It has nothing to do with the leaders. We need to lead ourselves.
When we was kids, my generation, the generation before me, when we were children, we had to learn how to cook. We had to learn how to clean. Mm-hmm. We had to learn how to listen to our parents. We had to learn the black national anthem. We had to do certain things. You don't see families doing that anymore. We're placing responsibility and blame on other people instead of starting with our own self. It all starts with the black family. And we're teaching our children several things. A, to be ashamed of who they are, because if you're not teaching them pride, you teach them how to be ashamed. It's no either or. Be ashamed of who they are. Try to blend in. It's one thing to migrate with other people, but you don't forget who you are. Oh, shit. We actually have forgotten who we are, and we're not teaching the things. We're not teaching the kids the things that make us who we are. We're just not doing it no more.
I understand what you're saying, but the point I'm trying to make is that there's a vacuum in black leadership, and the ones who could have taken over the mantle, the Jesse Jacksons, the Al Sharptons, whatever, they didn't do it.
Well, see, and that's another thing. So who else stepped up?
The only person I can think of stepped up is Barack Obama.
Who else stepped up? That's one man. You have to think about when you talk about the 60s, there was a revolution of men. There wasn't just two men. You named two men. How many million black men are out there?
It was a lot of reverends, a lot of teachers.
It was a lot of people that stood up because they had something to fight for. Now people feel like I have a job, I have a house, and I have a car. I don't want to lose it, and I'm not going out to march anywhere.
And I'm not going to march no day.
But that's not true because there was the Million Man March.
There was. When was that?
But when was that?
Long time ago.
When was that? 20 years ago?
It wasn't that long ago.
It was a long time ago.
When was it?
We can look it up.
90 something.
Google it. Why? You know 90s. What I didn't do, Stephanie?
So you what?
Sidebar. We didn't do the horoscope.
Okay, let's do the horoscopes then. What time is it?
Because
you know we gonna be on here forever.
Huh?
Go ahead. We gotta do the horoscopes.
Okay.
Because
you know y'all get passionate.
Yeah.
I'll mess around and put a t-shirt on right now. Cause you know I have one.
You know we done lost all our white listeners.
And you. Okay, so let me do the ghetto horoscope because y'all got to know out there what's going on in your life for the week.